Hi guys, it's Tip of the Week Tuesday, and I'm here today to talk to you about how you can know when you're in real labor. Now, I hesitate to even call it that because the reality is that anytime that your body is working, even if it's not consistent or intense yet, it's doing something. Whether it's toning your uterus, softening your cervix, thinning your cervix out, helping push baby down into the right position. Even if that labor starts and stops, it's doing something. So it's real labor. However, there is a technical mentality of when to call it real labor, when it's going to head into active labor from the early prodromal kind of in and out stuff. So I want to share with you Dr. Bradley's 5-step test to determine whether this is the real deal or not. And again, real there is just kind of used in a light kind of way. So labor's labor. But Dr. Bradley's 5-step test. When you start contracting and you're wondering, am I really headed toward labor, or is this another set of prodromal waves? Is this another set of early labor? Or is this the real deal? Am I going to wind up with a baby in my hands here sometime soon? Is this going to keep going? He suggests 5 things to do in order to check and see if this is real labor. Each of these suggestions that he gives are given for a reason, because contractions can happen if these needs of your body aren't met. The first thing is to eat something. So when you eat something, you're putting calories into your system. You're stimulating your smooth muscles, which is also going to stimulate contractions to continue if it's headed in that direction of labor. If your stomach is empty, if you don't have many calories, if your stomach is gurgly, it could make your uterus a little bit irritable. It might be the cause of some of your contractions. So eat something. Typically, if you're going to eat something and you could be headed toward early labor, I recommend something with a little bit of protein and complex carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are our body's go-to energy source, and your body needs a lot of complex carbohydrates before you go into labor, just like a runner does when they're going to run a race or a marathon. Secondly, drink something. So you want to make sure that you're well hydrated, because a body that's dehydrated is going to have more contractions. The uterus becomes more irritable. It can't relax like it's supposed to. And it's really your body telling you, hey, I need you to drink something. We're dehydrated. And the contractions and the irritability of your uterus is going to continue if you're not well hydrated. So step number 1, eat something. Step number 2, drink something. Now, side note here, and I'll cover this in my nutritional series in a couple months probably, but when you drink something, try to drink 4 ounces about every 15 minutes. The reason being is because that's all our body can absorb over a 15-minute period of time. So if you chug 24 ounces of water, your body is only going to absorb 4 ounces of that, and then the rest of it is going to waste. So about 4 ounces every 15 minutes in order to stay hydrated. Number 3. Take a walk. Now, why does this help? Because sometimes we have tight muscles and ligaments that are causing, once again, irritability and just our uterus wanting to clamp down on us because something's pulling, something's tight. And if you walk, a lot of times that will get your blood flowing. It'll get the fluid moving through all of your joints and through the fascia of the tissues. And it can help your uterus to relax and to fall into a more relaxed state at that point. Number 4 is to take a shower. Now, why do we do this? Here is another thing that can help if your muscles and your ligaments are tight and pulling on the uterine muscles and causing irritability. A shower can just help relax your entire system. It can put you back in a state of rest and digest, and instead of that state of cortisol secretion and stress or even excitement about the potential of labor, and it can help your system to calm down. So if you're contracting because of stress, if you're contracting because of tight and tense muscles, a shower can help. The last step is to take a nap. And why do we do this? Because sometimes when we lay down, our body will putz out. And some of you ladies have probably seen this. You're contracting all afternoon and evening. You lay down to go to sleep. The next morning, the contractions are gone. So, 5-step process that Dr. Bradley recommends. Eat something, drink something, take a walk, take a shower, take a nap. If you can do those 5 things and your contractions continue at the same level of intensity or even get more intense, then you are probably really in labor. But if the contractions slow down and putts out, then it's not the real deal and probably just go back to normal life at that point. I've had 6 babies, and I've used this test for every single one of my labors. I've only had one time where it has failed me, and I don't think it was the test's fault. I had done the 5 steps. I was still contracting. I was contracting more intensely. I called my birth team in, and they all showed up, and everything stopped. And I think that's because I hit a stress button, my cortisol went through the roof, and it just putzed out my contractions. But the next time my labor kicked in a few days later, it worked. The 5-step test was accurate. My labor continued. Any other time that I've used it, eat, drink, take a walk, take a shower, take a nap, and my contractions have putzed out, I obviously haven't gone into labor right after that. So I hope this test helps you to rest assured that you will know when it is the real deal.